Hi everybody, it's Amber, and I want to share some projects that I've completed with you. Cynthia over at the Scrappy Bookworm One is hosting a swap, and it's for altered cork charms and an altered bag with goodies in it. So I got paired up with Lydia, and she is I Triple Dog Dare You here on YouTube. And I showed in my last video all the wonderful goodies that she sent me. And I just wanted to post the video of all the stuff that I'm getting ready to mail out to her on tomorrow. So, here's the stuff that I created. Like I said, I've never made an altered cork charm before, but I watched some tutorials and I kind of got ideas, and I ordered these off of Etsy. And they were very, very inexpensive, and I had so much fun creating what I came up with. So let me show you. So Lydia, if you're watching, go ahead and turn the video off now if you want to be surprised. And you'll be receiving your goodies very soon. So here's the altered corks that I made, and I just put them in this bag, and I'm going to seal it once I send it. But I wanted to pull this out and show it to you guys. So when Lydia and I messaged each other, we kind of gave our tastes and our likes, or like what we liked, what kind of style we liked, crafting wise. So I told her I liked shabby chic and vintage, and she likes the same thing. So I tried to make her like one of each. This is more vintage kind of style. I hung them with these Tim Holtz swivel clasps. And I just strung some pearls here, and I put some seam binding up here. And then I just threw together like kind of one of my scruff flowers that I make, but I didn't put anything in the middle, of course. I stuck the, whatever these things are called by Tim Holtz. They're like the pins with the top, I forgot what they're called. Anyways, the eye pins maybe? I don't know. But I stuck a bunch of lace and trims and just fibers up here. And then here's the cork, and I just left it plain because it's so pretty. It's like just the print that's on there already is just decorative enough, and I really loved it. And then I put seam binding here, and I hung this charm. And on here is a clock, this big pearl, this crown, and this little design right here. It's like bling. And just some really pretty charms are hanging off of here. And it just reminds me of vintage style. So there's that one. And I hung it off just this piece of Prima paper. And I set 2 holes with eyelets to stick it through. So the shabby chic one is a little more colorful. And it's got the coral and teal and cream seam binding with the pearls, of course, again in another swivel clasp. And then I put some tulle and some fibers and some crocheted flowers on the top, and then I left this plain again. And then down here I put lots of stuff, crocheted flower, laces, trims, and then I put some of these fibers on the top with some more seam binding. And then I hung 2 Prima charms, and they're like these like frosty, like crystal, really pretty jewels. And so that's the shabby chic one. So there's my 2 altered cork charms. And let me show you my altered bag now. I used the Prima Lyric collection. It kind of reminded me of vintage shabby chic style. So let me move my camera a little further. Okay, so here's the bag, and what I did was I took one of those bags with the handle, like the thick, just craft color bags that you can get 2 for $1 at the 99-cent store. And I cut it down to where the handle was off, and then I sealed the gussets closed. And so it's kind of like an envelope bag instead of a bag with gussets. You'll see when I open it up. But so here's what I did. I just put this really pretty rosette trim down here, and it's got a ribbon closure. Let me show you what I did over here. I just took one of the buttons from the Prima collection, the Prima Lyric collection, and I layered it over a wooden clock from Recollections. Then I put Prima flowers here and here, and I made one of my scruffy flowers with all my scraps. So there's that, and then I put a vintage button in the middle, and then I stuck a really pretty stick pin down in there also. And so the paper is just pretty and it speaks for itself, the lyric collection. And I did a ribbon closure. Let me show you the back. So the back is, here's the pocket where the bag flap goes up. Then I just put more of this really pretty paper on here, and I put one of the paper clips that comes with the collection. And I made Lydia a card. I used some of the Prima lyric on this, and I just made like a little, I put a little flower and I put a pearl in the middle with just some fibers behind it and some tulle, and then I closed it. And this is actually a small paper bag card, and it's the first one I've made. Well, here's the back too, just more of that paper. And let me show you what I did on the inside. I don't know if I did it right, but it came out pretty cute. So here's just my message that I wrote to Lydia, and then here I just put some crochet lace here, and I just covered all the elements. And then here's where the pocket is, and I just put a little image that I ordered from Shabby Beautiful, and I just shared some of that. And I put this little tiny paper clip, covered the pocket, and in here you can also put goodies, and I just threw some die cuts and chipboard pieces in there for her. So there's the card. And like I said, it's going to slide right back into there. So inside the bag is the goodies. And so I'll show you what the inside looks like. All you got to do is just loosen the ribbon. Open it right up. So in here, see how let me take all this stuff out and then I'll show you what it's in there. So like I said, I sealed the gussets, and so when you open the bag, it's a completely smooth bag. And then I don't know if you can see, but I sealed these gussets down as well on the inside. So it's kind of like more like an envelope, but it's like an altered bag. So there's the bag, and let me show you the goodies I stuck in there. I gave Lydia one of these pencil packs that I make. I made this, I showed a video on these, but I made this pencil holder, and I put 3 of the Mary Engelbreit crafting pencils in there, and then I just had Staples cut down the notepad for me into skinny notepads, and I just cover it with the same paper, and then these Mary Engelbreit erasers, there's one at the bottom. So I just included one of those, and I gave her a bunch of vintage buttons with some, and I just stuck the Prima paper in here just to make it cute. So I gave her a bunch of vintage buttons, and then I made her 4 flowers. So here's 2 scruffy flowers, the ones that I make out of my scraps with vintage buttons for the centers. So I hope you can see those. So I made her a bigger one and a small one, and then I made her 2 other flowers that I make the same way I make the burlap flower that I did the tutorial on. This one is coral lace. It looks pink in camera, but it's actually a coral color. And then I put a bunch of cream fibers in the middle with a big, you can't really see it, but there's a big brad in the middle, and and it's really cute. And then this one I made out of that paper ribbon, and it's kind of rustic. And then I put burlap and a vintage button in the center. So there's her goodies that I'm sending her, and I'm also putting on a couple of extras that I picked up, like this. I just thought these were so cool. And I, of course, love these. And I got her the black and white ones. They're like to make a journal, or to put for journaling, or you can even make an album out of them. And then there's a couple of other things that I got her from, I believe, Joann's, that are still in the bag. So I'm going to throw those in too. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys liked my corks and my altered bag. And I thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great Sunday and a great week coming up. And I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye-bye.